What's going on, guys? My name's RMisHERO, and we are back with another video. Today, we are doing a team building tip video. This is for the brand new game mode, and as you can see, before anybody points it out, I have not beaten it, but I've only tried it twice, and I want to save it for global, because that's probably where I'm going to be tryharding the most, and I don't really want to spoil it, in a sense. So, I ran through it once, got one shot by this map, where if you don't kill him instantly, he does his jutsu and you die instantly. Like, there's no way of you backing out of surviving that, no matter how much HP you have. But beside the point, we are going to be doing a team building team guide. Now, I've seen other people play it, I've asked other people, and I alone have played also and made teams. So I sort of understand how the game works around the new game mode, and how, you know, pretty much what team is going to be good for what. So, if you click this button all the way to the right, it creates you a team. Alright, so you don't, I'm going to tell you, you don't really want this at all. You don't want to do this, because you making the team yourself, although it's going to take a lot longer, will be a lot more beneficial. Alright guys, so, we're going to start, we're going to be building my team while telling you guys the tips. So first off, you want to think about the elements. Alright, so what I want to do, since we have 6, you know, characters per each team, I like to change them. I like to put them all, the first row being heart, alright? So I'm going to have at least 3 hearts. They don't have to be, like, in the front row always. They can be healers and everything. But I do want that, alright? So I'm going to be doing it like this. I'm just going to be putting them randomly first. This works out very well. Somebody just subscribed. This works out very well. I've tried this twice, and like I said, it works. It works. So don't think I'm just going out of my butt, out of my ass, randomly just telling you guys, giving you guys tips without even knowing or understanding this. So first heart. Now we're gonna do, let's say, body, I guess. If you don't have all 8 enough characters, then it does get a little bit tricky. I recommend, if you have Jiraiya's, they are gonna be game savers, okay? So that's a big thing. Oh, and another thing, since we're going by this, you see how I have a Tsunade here and a Rin here? Those are both big jutsu healers. That's what you're gonna want to look for. That's definitely something that you guys gotta have on your team. Now, another thing that you're gonna want is AoE. Now, looking through my team for bodies, Haku's the only AoE. Obviously, I need to level her up, and Limit Breaker for her to be really good. But let's say you already have her, or have another AoE character. Alright, so even the bundle guy would work perfectly. But moving on to skill, alright. So, if you guys don't know, during the raid, during the new game mode, there are gonna be, what do you call them? There are gonna be parts of the raid where the characters are all one type. So let's say they're all body type, and that's why you're really making the teams like this, how they're so organized in different ways. So we're gonna be choosing, let's just, oh, AoE always. All right, guys. All right, so now we have all 3. All right. You're gonna, when you're playing the game, you're gonna want to go in and really look at the map, look at who's there, and then decide your characters. So, you know, obviously, if it's a body squad, you're going to want to bring your skill team. Alright, so now moving on to the next thing that you want to look for. Now, the next thing really is pushback. Alright, so there is a map, Shiny was talking about it, there is a map on the game mode where you need the pushback. So, let's say we already have Madara here, alright? If you don't have Jiraiya or Conan, which are the banner cards that are coming out the week of this game mode, I know it's gonna sound weird. I know it's gonna sound weird. But you can use these characters down here, the free characters that they gave you. This Naruto and this Minato. Now, I know that my team's gonna survive, so I'm not gonna necessarily use them. But if you don't have Madara, your best choices are these 2 characters right here. This Minato, I'll show you guys why, obviously. Well, actually, I can't read it, but, you know, it says there's pushback, alright? So, these characters have pushback. You're gonna need pushback eventually. Oops, I don't want that. So, yeah, pushback is important, alright, guys? Again, if you don't have Madara, this game mode is gonna be very hard. Try to pull for Conan or the others. But, alright. now looking at our teams. Alright, this one has a heavy heart team. But this Madara has a buddy heal, which is my next point. You're gonna need some buddy heals. You're gonna need a stall and everything like that. So this team does not have a squad like that. So we're gonna be putting in Jiraiya. Jiraiya is a very good character. If you have like 3 of him, I know a few people have 3 of him, he is gonna dominate this game mode. Alright, so you're gonna want to put Jiraiya in a place where you're gonna need the AoE. So this Ino doesn't have AoE. I don't know if her ultimate jutsu is AoE, but I know her first jutsu isn't. So we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna have her there, backed up by him. Alright, so now everyone here has AoE. I'm not sure if Hashirama has the first one, but they don't have any buddy heal or field heal. So we're gonna be wanting to put this... Where is he? Where is he? I haven't leveled a lot of these characters up because it is my JP, so I apologize for that. But yeah. Alright, so now these 2 are still a little bit weak, especially this one with the healing. So I'm going to give them another healer, depending on who I have. See, this account is good and all, but it's not like it's not OP. Alright, so that's why I'm decided to make it on this JP account, just so you guys can see what's going on through my thought process with not a lot of characters. A lot of these are pullable, of course, but a decent amount are free to play also. Alright, so we're gonna be bringing this guy. Alright. Now, with this, you can obviously see that we are lacking a wisdom or a bravery strong unit. So now this is where we come in and look at our choices. So personally, I wish I had these guys limit broken, but I don't limit break on this account because it is, you know, JP, my ults account. So we're gonna pretend like this Gaara is limit broken. Alright, so we're gonna be using him. He is gonna be our hard hitter, and I'm gonna put him in place of Hashirama. Just like that. Alright, so that team is completely done. You can see that it's backed up with healers. Sure, there isn't no buddy healing or field healing going on, but we do have the healers necessary and the damage reduction necessary. So it'll be okay. This team is sort of your weakest team, I'm gonna say, assuming that you have all these other characters. Not all these characters, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, your third team is probably gonna be the team with a lot of attack and not a lot of healing. So you're gonna want to use them to nuke, in a sense, or maybe even take hits. Take the first hit, because let's say that map that I was talking about earlier, where you go in and if you don't kill him in time, you get one-shotted by that character. Maybe you want to throw in your weakest team first to try to nuke them and call it a day. Alright, so this is the Madara team, I think. Let me actually look at this team. Let me see. Oh, this is the body team. Alright, so the body team, what are you missing? We're missing some AoE. Alright, we're still missing some AoE, so we're going to be bringing in this character right here. Teyuya. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name. And we're also going to be bringing in... I feel like we need a healer, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, we'll bring in a healer. So, if you guys don't know, this Hinata is very good. She heals and she does a jutsu barrier. So you're gonna want to bring that character. Alright. So we're gonna put her in place of Haku, actually. Actually, no. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna do it like that. Alright, so these 2 teams are done. And now moving on to this team. We have healers and hard hitters. This is probably gonna be my A team. A team that is gonna carry me through most of the raids. So make sure you guys mix in a decent amount of characters. So I'm gonna put in Zabuza because he's a very good character. Not necessarily AoE, but if we can put him as AoE. So we'll put him in there in front of Tsunade just in case we need it. Looking at the other choices. Now, I don't have One Tail, which is sad. He does come in handy in some parts of the map. Not always though. But actually, since we do have this character, if you guys don't know this character, what she does is she boosts his attack like insane amounts. I think like, I don't want to say 300, but I think somewhere there. So we're gonna put her in place of Madara. Alright, so now we are lacking in health, which we should probably be adding in. I don't have a lot of healers. I just noticed that on JP. That's fine though, that's fine. We're gonna put this Sakura. She's good for poisoning and doing that. Alright, so this is the teams. Alright guys, just to go over everything. First off, you want to look at the elements. You want to have heart, body, skill, and then wisdom and bravery kind of mixed around in the back row. Then you want to look at the pushback. Alright guys, so the pushback, Madara has it. I'm positive this team won't die in anytime soon. If they do, I guess I'll be screwed in a sense. But I'll play smart. If anything, I'll switch around some characters. I might switch around this Jiraiya for this Zabuza, but as of right now, I'll be okay with it. The pushback is, just talked about that. The healers, you already know the reason for healers. You gotta make sure the healers are mixed in between each team. At least have one jutsu healer and one field/buddy healer. As you can see, I have one for each team, at least one of each. This team has 2 healers, 1 buddy, 1 heal, and 1 jutsu. So this team is probably gonna be one of my tankier teams. It's got 8.6 thousand. Yeah, it's got the most HP. So this is gonna be my tank team. Make sure you guys don't put that team up to the characters that, like I said earlier, can one-shot no matter what. Then we're gonna be looking at the slip damage, which slip damage is a big part. There are boss raids every 5 maps, so you're gonna want to look at all of that. Obviously, I keep saying obviously, man. I don't know how I feel about that. We got Madara, we got Hinata. I'm not sure about Zabuza. I don't think so. I don't know. Zabuza, I don't know. So that's 2 on that team. This team you already know, Jiraiya, and that's it. But Jiraiya's pretty solid. Don't really need more than 1, honestly. And this team probably isn't going to be the team I'm going up against a boss for. This team's more of making sure I save my chakra and everything, stall as much as possible. And then we look at skill, this team, where we have that Gaara, and that's it, I believe. Yeah, alright, that's it for slip damage. Okay, and then the next tip is AoE. Now, I've already talked about this, but I just want to go through it all. AoE, very important for this mission, or this new game mode in general. Just make sure you guys have AoE. As you can see, I have so many AoEs all over the place. It's better to have AoE than anything else, really. But yeah, so that's gonna be the video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like. If you guys didn't, that's okay. I accept. But if you found it informational, leave in the comments, guys. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a nice day.